Tech
You're
is
the
all
in-house
over
expert.
the place.
Yeah,
Have you
dude, it's
noticed that?
everywhere. I've noticed.
I tried to avoid it
Yeah.
at all costs.
Like on my phone, I'm like, oh, what's all this tech?
I don't like it. How do I get to my photos? Josh always says.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love
Dude.
it. I love
Welcome to Florida Mint on Florida Man with Josh Mills and Wayne McCarty, the podcast where Floridians discuss the legends and lore and crazy stories that always seem to take place in Florida. Hey, welcome everybody. Episode 376.
it.
Josh is suing somebody, I think, right now. He said.
He said something
Not
about
at-
class
well,
action.
Class action. So I was part of this online newsletter where they sent me class action lawsuits.
Yeah.
And they would say stuff like, did you have a CD that you bought in the 1990s that didn't work?
That's great.
We're going to sue. And I'm
That's
like,
cool.
yeah,
That's
I
cool,
sure
man.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
And then I'd get a check of like $5.36.
Not bad.
It's like-
Jesse can gamble that away.
So, yes, I
didn't
can.
work for- I didn't work
That's
for
right.
that.
Okay, so you get this newsletter. It lists out a
Yep.
bunch of class action lawsuits, and
Yeah,
you
yeah,
basically go and submit yourself as a say,
Yes.
hey, I was
Yeah.
part of this, or I was.
There are some
I
where
was
it's
a
like you
victim
got to
of
have
this.
proof or a receipt. And
Sure.
those I pass by.
Yeah, you don't
'cause
want
I'm
Sure,
those.
sure, sure.
That's a lot of
Right.
extra work. I got to
Right.
scan something.
What's the ROI?
So I
on
just-
just $5.
Yeah, I just click yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And boom, I get checks coming in every 3 years approximately.
That's crazy.
Well, we live in a litigious
guys?
society, so I mean, why not,
We
dude? I
do.
mean, yeah, big companies don't care about us; they would sue us. So, like Colgate, for example, they
Try
messed up my gums for a while. Turns out I have an allergy, but I sued them
Yeah.
because they didn't tell me.
Yeah.
'Cause
You know what I
mental.
mean?
But did you tell him you like Zen?
That I like Zen.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mention that part. It didn't
Or
feel
Zen.
relevant to the conversation, but I got money from them.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
No, I've
Jesse,
never won
sued
anything,
anybody?
dude. They countersued me. Go ahead.
Me personally, no, but I have been the beneficiary of a class action lawsuit.
What'd you win? What'd you do?
Which one?
So we rented a home from this company, and I'll out them. Because
Yeah.
they have already been outed.
Yeah.
It's called Invitation Homes. So if you're renting a home, just try to stay away.
Sue
This
them.
is what I'm talking about. I don't mean to pause you for a second. This is what I'm talking about, dude. If you take advantage of people in Florida, we got to call you out. Invitation Homes.
Yeah, we're gonna call them
Yeah.
out. Ben, anyways, they got sued by
Okay.
a lot of people. So there was a class action lawsuit against them
Yep,
for doing
you joined.
a bunch of different sketchy stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
you name it. They were withholding money on people's
Kidnapping.
Pillaging.
deposits. They were like sending
Dogfighting.
super cheap labor to do very half fixes on home stuff.
And probably not
And-
paying those folks either.
Yeah, it was bad. So they got sued for a bunch of different stuff. And
you jumped in on it. You're like, that's
I
me.
jumped in. Yeah, I jumped in because we had seen some like sketchy stuff that we didn't feel like was fair. So I looked it up, and I realized after looking it up that there was a ton more that didn't happen to me, but had happened to other people as well, including the stuff that had happened to us.
But
and
you
so
claim all of it. You're
Well,
like, yeah,
we just
armadillo
claimed we just submitted a
infestation?
claim for the stuff that happened to us. We sent in some proof, and we ended up getting
Wow.
2 checks from it.
Let's go,
Yeah.
dude. Let's
Cool.
go,
Crazy.
man. Let's go. We should go gamble that
more
money
than
tonight.
$500.
I think it was somewhere around there. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good. That's pretty good money.
Yeah,
was
that's what I
solid.
owe on my insurance. So I just need that.
Do you mind
Sent-
helping
sent
Josh
to
out?
Oh yeah, I'll send it to you. Just
I haven't paid car insurance. in a
just send me a Venmo request after this.
Oh, absolutely.
Cool. Researchers hope disgusting Caribbean sargassum seaweed washing up on Florida
Gasm.
beaches could end up in your ice cream.
That's a complicated sentence.
This is the headline
None
we're
of this
talking
better
about
be
today.
true.
It's a brand new sentence. I've never heard that
'Cause
before.
any suffix that ends in gasm, it's
Right.
Like, what?
Yeah,
sir?
Yeah.
this is a word I've never
Yeah.
heard before
Same.
until
Yeah.
today.
It's the only word I've ever heard that ends with gasm. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Anyways, so researchers, as I mentioned, are hoping that this seaweed, and they're calling it sargassum. I don't know if that's how you say it. I don't know.
Oh,
This-
sarcasm.
Whatever the scientists say.
Yeah, we should look up
Sarcophagus.
maybe them saying it later. But there's this
Well,
there's
I'll
this
watch that.
seaweed that's washing up on Florida beaches, and basically they're trying to find a good use case for it and turn it into food.
Wow.
Capitalism.
Scientists at the Florida International University, FIU for short, are extracting
Thank you.
alginate from this Caribbean sargassum, the brown seaweed that's been piling up on Florida's coast. Alginate is already a common food
I think
additive,
we know
which
that.
is
We already know. what
I think
alginate
where
is.
they're going here, and it's used in specific or particularly. How would you even say that specifically?
both.
To stabilize and thicken products like ice cream, sauces,
Oh, it's like a gelatin,
and dairy
like an
alternatives.
agar.
But
Yeah.
it's natural, I would assume,
It's
right?
natural.
It's seaweed, so it's a
But it's algae,
natural.
so
It's
yeah.
weird that they would start the headline saying this disgusting seaweed
Yeah,
is trying to go in. Maybe there's just clickbait.
I
Well,
see
if
what
you
they're trying
raw
to
dog
do.
it, it's
Yeah.
like I don't want seaweed ice cream.
Right.
right.
But you blend it, and it's like I'll eat anything. Blend it.
So the idea, I guess, is to swap some of the usual seaweed sources with all of this new seaweed that we're
because it's like
discovering.
harvested. The ocean's like harvested it for us, and we're like, let's pick it
Yeah.
up. Let's make some.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, dude, on the surface, like all
Stuff.
jokes aside, I'm for that. I mean, if Mother
It's
Nature's
interesting.
pushing it out, I
Uh-huh.
mean, like, we find a use for it as long as we're not damaging the surrounding area to harvest it, right? So like if it's just
Well, we're
there,
definitely doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, so something tells me there's a catch here that maybe they're I don't know.
I don't
red
know,
tide.
dude. So here's what we're finding. Lab tests show that they can get roughly 45% extraction yields of alginate from the sargassum, which suggests it
Big.
could be a viable alternative source. I guess the other algae sources or seaweed sources have a lower
Well,
yield.
the thickeners.
potentially.
It's
Yeah.
tough because you got to get it from animals and their bones and stuff.
Right.
You got to get it
Right,
from
traditionally.
where their digits connect, and you go, give me that, and let me thicken my sauce.
Yeah.
Isn't that such a brutal thing to think about, dude?
Like
For,
Jell-O,
how
right?
you make Jell-O and barbecue sauce or whatever. Like the
Yeah.
process, not to get preachy,
Yeah.
but the process is pretty intense. So if we were
Yeah.
able to replace that, I guess with something more natural, that'd be a good thing, and be something good for Florida to have as an export, I suppose.
Sure,
But
sure.
it's also a tradition because we learned that from the first Americans. 'Cause
True.
They use every part of the bison.
That's a great point.
It's an excellent point,
Yeah,
dude.
That's a
And-
great point.
And honestly, going back to that kind of
Fact.
model, it does encourage me. But like Josh was saying a little bit ago, I do feel like there's some way that Floridians will find to harvest it incorrectly. You know what I mean? Like an overkill. Where
And
it's
why
like,
ice
Yeah.
cream?
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the funny thing about this headline, right? Is like it media coverage is leaning into the angle of
Fad.
disgusting beach sludge turned into ice cream, kind of
Anything to sell a
Yeah.
newspaper.
do you
right?
remember when Joe Biden held 2 ice creams? And
No,
or maybe it was
Didn't know
Barack
which one to
Obama.
lick?
Well, I just
Yeah,
remember
no,
that was
'cause
I
he did
remember
this.
that
I
being the
have that
headline and
trouble
people
every time I go to.
well, they were
this-
just
the
like,
ice cream shop.
look at Biden with
Double
two
fist.
with 2 ice cream cones, and I was like, I missed
Yeah,
those
what a
days.
weak leader.
I missed those days where it was like the headline was like the
Same.
president's holding 2 different ice cream cones,
Yeah.
and people were like,
yeah,
like
Same
Obama-
with a
times.
helmet on a bike.
yeah, Obama
Yeah.
in the tan suit, and everybody like lost their mind, and it was
Yeah.
like, I missed that, man. I missed.
Take me back to
Yeah,
pre-AI
that was kinda
days.
cool.
Come on. I will say this though. This feels like a positive headline, and I want to treat it as such.
It does.
Oh,
If,
that's
we,
nice of you.
if we have a reoccurring way to use something that's found naturally and Mother
Naturally,
Nature
yeah.
is giving it to us, by all means, man, let's do it. I hesitate to get too excited because I think capitalism to some degree will find a way to pervert it. They'll find a way to make more
Naturally.
money
And
off
why
of it than
ice
they
cream?
should.
Why is ice cream the first choice? to
I
thicken?
think it's because an American thing, probably.
Yeah, yeah.
I think had it
Ice
been
cream's
harvested somewhere else, it
solely-
would, yeah. But with Americans, they're like, these guys love ice cream. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's a fair point. I do love ice cream.
I
Yeah,
do
that's
too.
true. I do love ice
It
cream,
messes my tummy up, but I do love it. Yeah,
Damn,
Yeah,
dude.
small sacrifice though.
Subjective.
Fellas,
Hey, Josh, how are you? Long time no see, man. Good to see
you guys like ducks?
Yeah. In what way?
I like ducks. It's the feathered fowl where usually the boy is like all fancy and the girl's like plain Jane.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah,
me
I like
too.
that. I like that in my animals in a way. If I like the boys to show off a little
Okay.
bit.
Okay, hold on. I got a shepherd's pie on the stove.
Okay.
If I can step away just for 1
We're
minute.
live, bro.
Yeah, live, whatever. If you guys can banter, I'm just gonna stir my shepherd's pie
Luke, can you come sit on the
real quick.
mic briefly? Josh is handling a shepherd's pie incident. And again, we filmed this show live.
I'm coming.
So these things are going to happen. That's okay. no harm, no foul. Luke can fill in for Josh. He's been around for almost 4 years now, so he knows the cadence of Josh. He knows the.
Have I been 4 years?
Yeah, don't say it as if you are questioning your very existence
It's a
right
little
now.
too long.
I think it's been like 4 years. When
Oh,
we
God.
when we got Luke, he was 19,
I'm quitting.
and
And now I'm
he's
20.
Now,
I'm 20.
now he's a grown man with a driver's license and everything.
Dude, I can probably find out. It was like 2021. It's been like 5 years.
Has it been 5 years since you've been on
I
this
did
show?
Gatorland was like the first thing I did with y'all. Was Gatorland before 300?
Yeah, Gatorland was before 200.
Wow.
That's awesome, man.
I
Luke's
kind of
been
forgot
around-
we're actually like live right
I
now.
didn't forget.
don't know.
Yeah, but why did Josh even leave? What? How could he not?
This just gives you like
time
an
his
insight
shepherd's
into.
pie.
Yeah. He always does this, you know.
He prioritizes
I wanna put
his
him on blast,
meals over our
but
show. He can't. Hear
I think
us
he's
right now.
nervous because, you know, your guys' parent company just got bought out.
Our parent
and
company
so-
got bought out. Our publisher's parent company got bought out,
And Josh's house is becoming a data center.
Josh's house is becoming a data center.
Yeah.
And our
Which we
publishers,
negotiated for because they wanted our house and we were like, no.
right? And they like to tell us what they want us to say and do.
Right.
We're never gonna do that.
They don't care.
We're never gonna say what you want us to say
Because they're not listening to us.
You hear that?
You're what?
I don't know. I heard something. I heard
No.
another voice. I thought maybe it was
Josh's
our long
background
lost
changed. on
co-host. Yeah, no idea. Josh's
like an
background. So
office.
if you're an audio listener, Josh's background is
missing out
typically
some visual
wolves,
bits.
right?
Josh. Right.
And right now it looks like some sort of office. It's
Yeah.
a very fancy
it
office.
says preview a bunch of times. I don't know
They're
what
on
that
the
means.
call? Okay, they're on
Oh
the
my God.
Okay, hey guys.
Hello, who is this?
Okay, if you guys want to have a seat. Okay, good. You're already sitting.
Yeah, we're
thanks.
sitting down. Who is
Sorry,
this?
Who is this?
So this is
Get
our
the-
this is our 5 o'clock meeting.
It's 5:52 Eastern Standard
not
Time.
totally sure what's
You
going on. If you got like the
Oh, okay.
vMix,
I'll
wrong
explain it to
vMix
you. We had
password.
a setup meeting.
I know we had a meeting with.
My
the
name
parent-
is
right.
Beauregard Dang.
Beauregard Dang.
Some people call me Cool BD.
Okay, yeah.
you
well,
guys not have this on your calendar?
well, what? Okay, what company do you work for?
Oh, well, I'll get to it when I get to it.
Mr. Dang.
Let
I'm
me
sorry
see,
for
this is
Luke.
the-
He
Wait,
didn't-
you know Mr. Dang?
I just met him.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
I
Well, I
Oh,
wanna know
why
who this-
I'm here?
Yeah, I want to know who this guy is on my
Yeah, where-
vMix call before we kick
yeah,
him off.
where's Josh? Yeah, what's
Josh will
going
come
on?
back with a shepherd's pie.
I'm not sure I had a call for 5 o'clock
Okay,
for
we're
the
here, man.
Florida,
Yeah,
Do you know who?
we're here for you.
podcast.
Yeah, we're a
Florida
podcast.
podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Are those Google Glasses?
let's just say I'm here because Ryan Philippi called out.
Okay.
Who's Ryan Philippi?
Yeah. Again, I'll answer questions at the end. Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Dang. I'm sorry.
I love podcasts.
Yeah,
Right.
same.
And to say that another way, I love podcasts.
Yeah, right. I'm liking this guy better than Josh already.
Do you guys?
This is
Mr.
great.
Beauregard.
That was
Dang.
rhetorical.
Yeah,
Actually,
no,
that was
sorry.
rhetorical.
Yes, sir, Mr.
Yeah.
Broker.
I keep speaking out of
Sorry,
turn.
like, are you yes, sir?
Okay, here we
Or
are
just like
today.
a
Thanks
fan?
again. This is my 8th call
Okay.
today
Right.
Yeah.
with podcast hosts,
Yeah.
which I really respect.
Thank you,
Right.
man.
You're just calling them randomly?
Well, that's where I'm here to tell you. Strike one against host number 2.
I just
Let
never
me see my notes here.
I've just never had a meeting and not known what it's about.
Well, I'm sure you're probably not part of the main crew.
Oh no, sorry. My name is Josh Mills.
Josh Mills. Okay, let me look at my.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So my 8th call today. I'm
Right.
cooked,
Right.
feeling out of life force.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So like I would have that normal call meeting with you, but what I'm thinking is, we enter what I call the Zon zone.
Okay.
What normal call meeting?
I don't know. Though. I'm in the Zon zone now, dude. I'm trying to.
Just so you know, I got the BRD
Yeah. What's
What
that?
is this
Blu-ray
guy
disc
talking about?
of
The
Saving
Blu-ray-
Silverman. Yeah, and that's
With
that's
Steve
Pete's
Zahn and Jack
Teats
Black.
edition.
Yeah.
Amanda Pete's Teats edition.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does that sound to you?
Sounds good.
Sounds
man, but
great.
I just.
Yeah, wrong.
Who
Before
are
we
you?
start,
What do you work for?
Before we start, let me do
Why
some
should
attendance.
we care about who you are?
Podcasters, are they cis white podcasters? Let me look at the screen.
Josh Mills is. Yeah, I Josh Mills.
Check.
In white. Yes.
All right, I've got notes.
You can
I've
tell
got
by just
Wang
looking
and
at us?
Jar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it
Yeah.
Wang and Jar?
I'm Wang and
Wang and Jar
okay.
Mars.
and Jar Mars is my
Jar Mars
co-host.
is-
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, guys, I've got limited time. I got a hard stop
Yeah.
coming
Yeah,
up.
we're trying to let you
Again,
go,
I'm,
man.
and we're trying to
I'm
figure out who you
Beauregard
are.
Dang.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
you guys keep talking. You're not going to hear.
You keep talking.
Beauregard Dang here.
Yes.
The time is
I'm about to
4:56.
kick you off the
So I'm a
VMix
little
call.
early.
Unless you
I
tell us-
work for Pod Dominance LLC.
Oh my God! Wait, isn't Pod Dominance?
Yeah,
just
you
Pods?
might have seen our emails because we purchased your hosting company.
Wayne, I don't
Like
read
we
the
purchased
emails.
Anchor, Stitcher, Tit Tat,
Tit Tat.
Backtracks, Faro Audio, Radio Public, Zencast FM, Art 119, Megaphone, Hipcast, Podbean, Live, and Breaker. And now
Is
Libsyn.
this guy our boss?
Welcome aboard, fellas.
So you're now our publisher.
Let me, regarding my background.
You should have led with this. We would have been a lot nicer.
Well, I don't need your niceness. I'm kind of the authority figure here.
Right.
You guys
Mr.
work
Dang,
for me.
Mr. Dang. Yeah,
Mr. Dang.
I'm an employee. I
How do
totally
you spell
get it.
that? Dang.
Yeah. DANG exclamation mark.
Dang.
It doesn't take a lot to get a what do you say? A non-letter and make it a letter.
I see what you're
So,
saying. Yeah.
Mm.
I went to the Oxford Dictionary and I was like, exclamation mark should be a letter, and they did it.
Wow.
And my name's Dang.
You're a
Mr.
man of
Merriam
power.
himself.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. My background.
Yeah.
What's
Go
your
ahead.
background?
That's my office.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
2 chairs.
I got 2 seats. You
Yeah.
guys think you can fit in them?
Probably.
You want us to do a show?
My
for you?
past.
Okay.
U.S. Public Health Service Commission Corps. That's the USPHS.
Okay.
Who cares? We do. Is what we
Who?
say.
Because World Health.
That's our war cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What years did you work for U.S. Public Health? Was it recent?
That's a
None
great
of your
question.
business.
That's a
Okay.
great. Yeah.
And what pay are you getting right now, Jar? Because we're about to decrease it by 20%.
Jar gets like a Domino's pizza a month.
IDC. Thank you.
Okay.
So I spent 2 years.
Yeah.
After I was honorably discharged after 4 years at the USPHSSCC.
Wait, you got honestly discharged from a health service?
Well, it's a corps.
Oh, sorry.
It's a non-military corps of the United States
I should be
government.
showing you more respect. I'm sorry.
You shouldn't be talking.
Should we salute?
I spent 2 years training and trying out for American Gladiators
No, that's serious. dude.
before
Wow.
I joined Podominance. Podominance?
Right.
You have to say it twice here. So, PD Podominance
Right.
has now vectored vertically,
Oh,
and we only want the best of the best.
right.
Okay.
What are some other
Right.
shows you guys have?
Questions for the end, please.
Sorry, sir.
We're
Yeah.
taking my time.
Go ahead, Mr. Dang.
So, how do we find this? You're thinking, how do we know what the best of the best is?
That's a
Now
great
that we
question.
have tens of thousands of podcasts.
Right.
Well, we do that through KPIs, perf plates,
Yep.
and stage 1, which we're going to be talking about today. Listen, yup.
Listen, yep. I like a company where the CEO is public facing like this.
I like that, dude. Forward facing entity.
I'm not CEO, but I
Oh.
appreciate that.
What's your
are you?
title? What's your title,
What's your
Mr.
title?
Dang?
It's Beauregard Dang.
Oh, so
Okay.
your,
We don't
your
have
name,
titles
your name
here.
is your title.
Those are
Right.
elitist.
I got you.
Right.
Sorry about that.
Yep. So again, we've taken over your hosting company.
Yes.
You guys work for us. All of your monies transfers through us, and then we'll distribute it to
This
hosts that we see fit.
This guy thinks we're making money.
So wait a second. So you guys now control the purse strings as far as if we make money, you pick who gets that money.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. This guy's following along.
So
So
what's-
again,
Listen, yep.
again, host number 2, please.
Sorry, sir.
Again, we're gonna go through. We would normally go through KPIs, tongue
Right.
up, tongue downs, campaign runs, perf plates. But today we're just doing listen, yup, and that stands
Yep.
for your. Don't take this the wrong way. Your underperforming podcast. Listen, yup.
Listen, yep.
That's where you come in.
Yeah.
You're the yup on my listen,
Yeah.
guys.
Okay.
You're
make
yucking my
make us
yum.
better, bro. We
Yeah,
wanna be
but
better,
regarding what
man.
I just said,
Yeah.
You really
step
like
1
that.
to listen up.
Yep.
We call it ass to ass.
Let's come again.
Ass the ass, we call it.
Gotcha.
One more
Okay.
time.
I got it that time.
Assess the asset.
Oh,
Gotcha.
I got scared.
Ask
You're
the
gonna
ass.
Requiem for a Dream.
us. Yeah.
I don't understand the reference.
Oh,
Jinx.
dude, you'll love it.
I don't listen to hip hop.
Sorry, Mr. Bogard. Go ahead.
Sorry, Miss Bogard.
Yeah. Step
I can
1,
tell.
like I
You
said,
listen to Lupe Fiasco?
assess the asset. I haven't heard of that. Is that Borchata? Is that Borchata?
Yeah.
Or Horchata?
Yeah. Horchata.
So this is kind of what we call a choke down bark back deco tree.
Okay.
You guys follow?
Yeah, I got
This
you.
allows the
like
fluff
Zelda.
and the focus to align with on-air talent
Right.
to make sure y'all are kind of fitting the mold where you would fit best.
Did you have like a
Right.
minimum word count you're trying to hit for this?
Sir,
call?
please.
Sorry.
Jar,
So,
you're embarrassing us.
Sorry.
Is it podcasting? Are you guys actually good at podcasting? I'm about to find out.
Right. I like your ascot, by the way.
It's not an ascot.
Sorry.
He cut the sleeve off of his
Ascot's what
shirt.
poor people wear.
Yeah.
This is something else.
I thought it was your asset to asset ascot.
How we do that? Good question.
How
Thank
do
you,
we do that?
Jar.
How do we do that? Good question.
Next slide. Cherry, next slide.
You have an assistant named Cherry?
Okay. Cherry's my assistant. You guys don't have an assistant. Okay.
No.
So now I'm going to drop you down
called
through a decision tree, and I want to make sure you guys are actually good for us, good for the company.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so let me zoom
I can't look
in
at the
here.
screen, dude.
Dude, Josh is going to
I
be so
can't look
mad
at
he
him.
missed this.
Okay, assess the asset.
Do you think it's Shepherd's
Okay,
Pie
guys.
is okay?
I'm going to do one at a time. We'll start with Jar.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Go ahead, Jar.
My name's Jar. I was
Pick.
married to Wayne's sister.
Nope. Pick
Oh.
a profitable path. I'll give you 3 options:
Pick a profitable.
livestock,
Ooh.
textiles,
Yep.
healthcare.
Going livestock.
Livestock. Okay. Okay. Question 2: can you hear wind? Yes or no?
It's a
Can
great
I
question.
get an example?
No.
Yes.
You can't hear wind. Okay. That's a yes. Ever blow your lid?
Every episode.
Okay. Next. That's a yes.
Is Wayne gonna have the same question?
You're a volcano. Please leave.
Oh,
I love-
Sorry.
Oh.
You're out.
What is your
Next
volcano
guy.
mean?
Jar,
You guys-
you're out,
You guys
dude.
made this?
You're
up?
out.
You blow your lid and you've erupted, dude. You're a hothead. We don't need you.
All right, Wang's next.
Josh Mills is done.
Yeah, there's
Mr.
gonna-
Dang.
There's going to be some sexual deviance, and we can't afford
Huh?
it. We don't have the attorneys for it.
You got
We're a
that all from
hothead.
you got that all from that one quiz?
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you not know how AI works?
Yeah, I really don't.
Mr. Dang,
Step
I
one.
would like to go if you
Oh,
don't
sorry,
mind.
sorry.
I'm going to assess the asset, which
Yes.
we have Wang here in front of me.
Thank you so much.
Pick a profitable path: livestock, textiles,
don't do
healthcare.
livestock.
I'm gonna in honor of your background, sir. I'm gonna go healthcare.
Healthcare. Okay.
This
Ever used a hula hoop like a jump rope?
I want to answer honest. Give me a
Wang.
second. I want to answer honest. I have.
Yeah, I want you to answer
I
honest.
have. I've done that.
I would have aced this
You have.
question.
Okay, that's a yes. Okay. If you are ordering a sandwich and it comes on focaccia, do you change it out, keep it, or flip it over? Only the top of the bread is technically considered focaccia.
I
Wang?
would.
It's the whole bread.
If I ordered the sandwich, I'm gonna take it as it arrives, regardless if it's how I ordered it. So I'm gonna say leave it as it is. I can't. I don't have the courage to change an order.
That's a keep it. Okay.
I would love to see the software you're running
Let's
here.
see. Let's see. Let me zoom in here.
It's really small print,
This,
apparently.
this,
Yeah.
yes. So keep it. This was an focaccia computer virus from the movie Swordfish, dummy.
Swordfish
You just
starring
took down
Hugh
the
Jackman.
entire net and
Oh,
you
no.
died. You're not a potter.
A Stuxnet, dude. I did a Stuxnet.
You failed
My-
and you're fully retired.
No,
Retirement
dude.
fund. Retirement fund.
Oh, I
Yeah.
get paid for retirement then, right? So you have to.
Well,
you-
kind of.
I get
whatever
paid
my
pension.
You
salary
guys want
is
to
from-
try to for another listener or for another host? Maybe you have someone that can
Well, I just
answer questions.
Yeah, I'm a little hung up on the focaccia, but let me see if Luke's here. We'll grab him. Oh, hi, it's Luke here.
Okay. Okay.
Did you notice the difference
Luke,
in the tone?
beautiful voice.
Thank you.
It's Juke
Assess
actually.
the asset.
We sent Josh home.
Pick a profitable path. Please don't talk
PPP.
over me or there will be penalties. Livestock, textiles, or healthcare.
Textiles.
Textiles also goes to ever hula hooped.
Yep.
Like a jump rope? Ever use a hula
Yes,
hoop
sir.
like a jump rope?
Yes, sir. Yes,
That's a
Mr.
yes. Okay. If you are ordering a sandwich and it comes on a focaccia, do you change it out, keep it, flip it over?
Flip it
because only
over.
The top is technically focaccia. You just said flip it over. Okay.
Flip it over.
Okay.
Sir,
Gary,
Sir, Mr. Dank.
a middle-aged baby is homeless. but wants to chat about your retirement. Yes or nah?
Middle-aged. How old is the baby?
Middle age, dude.
Middle-aged.
Middle-aged baby is homeless. Wants to talk about retirement.
Your retirement.
Why not?
That's not the.
Yes, sir. I'll speak to him.
Okay, that's a yes. Okay. Gary mentioned that his aunt has a
Single, yeah.
dialysis appointment, but her car broke down. It's on the way to Gare's Bush. Can we take her?
Gary's Bush. Yeah, it's on the way. We can
Gare's
take her.
homeless. He has a bush. That's a yes.
Yeah.
You can pod.
I can pod.
What the crap?
You
dude?
can
I can
pod,
pod.
dude.
Yep.
Phew. Okay, we got one. I'll mark it. Cherry, we got.
Luke's
you
the
can pod.
only
We have one
surviving
podder.
host on the show. That's ridiculous.
Dude, I knew Josh
Okay.
was going down.
People say that new
All right,
bosses shouldn't
guys.
be a scary
it's been
thing.
a pleasure.
No,
Please
it's
don't
not a
speak over
pleasure,
me.
Mr. Beauregard. With all due respect, Mr. Dang, come back here. Mr. Dang.
Oh, I think he left. My question is the whole focaccia thing you said earlier. I've been thinking about it.
I don't know what that is.
Well, it's like an Italian bread, but he was
I
saying
don't
like
eat Italian
he was saying the
breads.
top half only
I
counts.
eat American bread.
But like if you
I don't
if
know.
you cut sourdough bread
Why
in
is his
half,
mic so hairy?
if you cut sourdough bread in half, both halves are still sourdough. You know what I mean?
I don't know, bro. I
All
don't know
right,
breads.
Shepherd's Pie's done.
You picked
Josh.
a great
That's
time
good.
to go away, Josh.
Josh.
We just got harassed by the
I
new
hate
CEO
to
of our
tell you.
publisher, dude.
You guys are talking a lot of nonsense.
I hate to tell you,
am I
Josh.
mi- what I miss?
You've been fired.
I got fired too, so don't feel bad.
No, you got
Oh, okay.
retired.
Well,
Josh
I got retired
fired.
with lots of money, but he is the only surviving
I'm the
host
only
on the show.
surviving podcaster.
A guy named Beauregard
Okay.
Dang
Dang. Came in
fired
with,
him.
I don't even know what words y'all are saying right
he
now.
had a great ascot. He had some Google glasses on.
How's your shepherd's
sure.
pie, dude?
It's I don't think you're supposed to mix it actually. Now that after I mixed it. Hey everybody,
Let's go.
welcome to JTT Jesse Tech 10.
Wow.
Oh, it's good to be back.
See that fade?
JTT.
I
There used to
love
be a
it.
really hot fella called JTT whenever I was coming up. He was
Jonathan
on
Tucker.
Timberlake.
Jonathan Tucker Thomas.
Tomlinson.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Oh,
Mike
Handsome.
Montgomery.
Handsome guy. I had a poster in my room of him. Jess, you got some tech tips?
Oh,
Well, it's
baby.
hand-drawn. It doesn't
I don't
really
know if I have a
count.
tip for you guys today, but we're going to talk about some tech.
Let's go, dude. You're the
And-
expert.
Tech
You're
is
the
all
in-house
over
expert.
the place.
Yeah,
Have you
dude, it's
noticed that?
everywhere. I've
Mhm.
noticed.
I tried to avoid it
Yeah.
at all costs.
Like on my phone, I'm like, oh, what's all this tech?
I don't like it. How do I get to my photos? Josh always says.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
love
do.
it. I love it. I can help you with that later.
What do you got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Um,
honestly, I have a younger spouse, and
Yeah.
I get so nervous opening my phone, not because there's divicious stuff on there,
Sure.
but because she's going to be like,
you
why
could
did
have
it
done
take you
that
so
more
long to turn the
efficiently.
flashlight
Well,
on?
you married. She's in her 20s, so she rightfully so
Yeah.
should call you out on your elder behavior.
Yeah.
in a
I guess
way.
so, but I don't call her
She
out
grew up
her
on that
youthful
thing,
stuff.
and you were introduced to
thing.
on that.
Yeah, yeah.
thing.
You don't make fun of her having good knees, like and being able to walk,
Thank
proper
you, dude.
and like
I'm gonna let her
Dude,
listen
have
to
a
That's
this.
young
so
heart.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, dude. I mean, you guys know my wife. I married an older woman, and I love that's what I'm into,
Yeah.
Josh. And I'm
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I tried both, but
I love this tangent we've gone off on.
yeah, sorry. Tech tips.
Genuinely. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about something that Josh actually introduced me to.
Mills.
me,
Josh Mills.
That's awesome, bro.
Something
me.
called Stuxnet.
Oh, dude, I was all
STUXNET.
over this
Stuxnet.
when it first happened.
yeah.
Clue me in, guys. Inside.
This is not
I
something
wouldn't
I
know
was
how to
familiar
describe it. That's why I
Yeah.
gave it to Jess to describe it because a
Yeah.
lot of the words like phew, over my head.
Yeah. So this is actually a very interesting story to begin with. So there's broader coverage than we're going to give to it today. So I think you guys should look into this more. I'll give us a very quick run through of the timeline, start to finish, and then we'll dive into the tech piece of it.
Yeah, bird's eye view.
But I think the story is very interesting, so I'll give you the timeline. So I'm gonna read this really quick for us.
Yeah.
In early 2000s, Iran built its Natanz uranium enrichment facility, prompting the U.S. and Israel to quietly launch a joint cyber operation.
U.S.
Later-
and Israel?
Yes, U.S. and Israel,
we
allies.
we don't work together too frequently, do we?
At least we
No
did in the
say.
early 2000s. Later known as Operation Olympic Games. So George W. Bush,
Uh-huh.
called this joint cyber operation Operation Olympic Games.
Okay. They let
around-
him name
Olympic
it.
Games.
That was
That's
him
tricky.
naming it. This was around 2006.
better.
So it took about 5 or 6 years after Iran started to build their uranium enrichment
Okay.
fields facility for the U.S. and Israel to kind of start responding to this. And then over the next few years, starting in 2006, they developed an unprecedented piece of malware, which we would call Stuxnet, designed specifically to target the industrial controllers running Natanz centrifuges. And in 2007, this is where we throw a wrench into it, Dutch intelligence recruited engineer Eric van Saben, who was recruited by the U.S., who through a front company physically entered Natanz multiple times and eventually delivered a water pump preloaded with an early version of Stuxnet, the worm, into the supposedly offline network, which we'll get into. By 2009, refined versions of Stuxnet, this worm, this malware, were actively sabotaging centrifuges in the Iranian facility, subtly changing their speeds while replaying fake normal, quote unquote, data to operators, causing hundreds of machines to fail and setting back Iran's program. Then we go on to 2010. In June of 2010, a small Belarusian security firm stumbled onto the worm while investigating crashes in Iran. And within months, researchers worldwide realized that this was the first true cyber physical weapon likely built by a nation state, which we confirmed later on. It was built by the U.S.
U.S. Israel.
Yes.
Well, they let
So
one of our war criminals name it, so I would assume we had ownership.
yeah,
Yeah.
I knew that it was like doing the centrifuge thing,
Yes.
and I knew that like it was not on network. It wasn't like easy to access, and I knew that
Correct.
they had to get someone in there. But I didn't know like a guy went in under a cover of like another company and like,
Yes.
a water pump.
Well, because I'm
That's kind of cool.
because I'm a little dumb. So the Persians had this system, but it was offline.
Yeah. So the Iranians, they built this nuclear facility. Basically, they are enriching uranium, so that they can build bombs. At this time in early 2000s, if you know, they were basically trying to set themselves up on the world stage, trying to be a world power.
Well, you got to be
Obviously.
equals. You got to have a nuke if you want to be
Exactly.
a player on the game.
So we're in this world, and the U.S. gets wind of this, and clearly they don't like it. So
they're
they
like, you're not white enough to have a nuke. I think that's what they said.
they huddle up with Israel, and they're like, "Hey, we need to create a plan to come against this." The thing is, they didn't want to just drop a bomb and destroy their facility, right?
Yeah,
That would be the easy way. But they were thinking this is just going to cause a war. They don't want to
Because
cause
you
a
think
war.
like, oh, you bombed my thing, then I'm going to put it in a mountain or something where you can't get to it.
Yeah, either that or maybe like they, if we had
Bomb
bombed
back.
the Iranian facility, then they would come and do airstrikes on our people, all
That's
this kind of
good word.
stuff. So retaliation. Okay, so let's talk about Stuxnet specifically. This was a computer worm, basically malware, malicious software. And
Cool.
the unique thing about Stuxnet, at least at the time, was that it could copy itself and spread from one computer to another without needing you to go and actually do that yourself.
Doesn't that feel like omnipotent, right? Like God.
Well, okay. I was just gonna say with AI and Jess, you know the terminology, but what's it called whenever it becomes like sentient? I guess
Agentic.
agentic AI, right?
yeah.
So it does sound similar to that,
was gonna
right?
say,
Yeah.
So it's making its own decisions and finding its way around.
This might have been maybe like very early versions of that, where it's just got a program that it can essentially just copy and paste, and
That's fine.
it's just programmed to do that over and over again.
okay. So it has instructions on what it's supposed to do,
Right.
Even
So
if it's
just waiting for that
offline,
window
you can-
to open.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's like boom.
And then it's
duplicate.
like looking for conditions, and then as soon as the conditions are
cool.
met, maybe it's doing something like that. Yeah. But maybe the thing that sets Stuxnet apart from other malware was that this was designed to do something new. It wasn't just designed to, basically kill software,
crash
shut down a
systems.
computer or something. It was designed to physically damage equipment in a nuclear facility, which
That's tricky.
at the end of the day, this this malware ultimately destroyed by manipulation, destroyed hundreds, maybe even thousands. I'll have to look at this, of centrifuges that the Iranian government had built. So physical damage caused by a piece of software.
So what I know about centrifuge is it's just a machine that spins things really fast to separate them.
Yep. They put the uranium in there. The centrifuge spins it. It enriches the uranium. Then it can be used in bomb production.
So hear me out. Did it not work effective enough? I guess because I mean, fast forwarding to now, we're in a conflict in Persia.
Yeah,
and obviously been told a lot of different things that are, that most of them aren't true. So it's like if they had the ability to sneak in a physical piece of malware to do the damage, it kind of alleviates the excuse for dropping bombs, right? So
sure,
in a way, you see what I'm saying? So like if maybe it did work, and the war pigs are like, it works too well. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and it's interesting. Like there could be stuff about this story that has never been publicized.
Right, sure.
There's
like classified.
More that we don't know.
Yeah. And I would wager, flip a coin here, but I would wager that Israel probably had their eyes on it first. And then went to, the Americans and then was like, oh, we gotta solve this problem or whatever.
I think probably once you start like buying like centrifuges, like Amazon sends a report and they're like, this person's buying a lot of
and we've considered buying one just to power our laptops and stuff. And so and we got some concerning emails afterwards. So it makes sense why that would.
And maybe not tech related, but this was an interesting piece of the story. So the US, obviously they didn't hire their own intelligence agents to go and do this. They went and talked to the Netherlands and they hired a Dutch intelligence agent. And
are they pretty like dupable? Like, is it known like, hey, hire the Dutch? They don't care.
That's a good question. I think at the time they
were
were allies.
For it? They're like, sure, whatever.
Yeah, whatever you tell us to do.
And then the maybe another factor here is that the Dutch intelligence agent that ended up getting hired for this, his wife was Iranian.
Okay.
So he had a connection to Iran.
That's the play.
And he was also an engineer by trade, hired as a spy essentially.
Oh my goodness.
And the front was that he was basically on assignment working with this piping company as an engineer, just so happened to be the same piping company that supplied the pipes to the Iranian nuclear facility.
Okay.
And that's how he planted.
And that's how he planted the...
Yeah, that's how he got into the facility, planted.
I would be drenched in sweat immediately just talking about this.
Dude.
Well, I mean... Yeah, so a massive operation to get this thing behind, Persian lines to whatever. Is there and maybe you're gonna get to this, but is there a use for it now? Does it still exist? Because it sounds dangerous just floating around, right? I mean,
That's a good question.
Because look,
I think it's everywhere.
I will say this: in city government, or in most places where you have sensitive information, it's forbidden to put like a foreign USB into a state computer or a city computer because that's how people will backdoor, malware and stuff. So I would assume the same kind of security protocols are in place for a nuclear facility. Right.
Yeah. Oh, so it's off the net completely.
Yeah. So I'm curious to see what this thing looks like. I mean, are they carrying it in a backpack?
No. It's much more concealed than that. So
you got to talk to Wayne about code. Code is like microscopic.
Okay. Yeah, because I've never seen it. I don't know. I'm new to all this, dude.
So Natanz, Josh actually brought this up earlier, which is a good point.
Josh is so smart.
Natanz was air gapped, which is basically a technical term for it was disconnected from all of the internet around. Like it was offline.
It couldn't access Facebook.
Right. So they had their own pretty sophisticated computer system set up at Natanz that was not connected to any other computers outside of the facility physically.
Yep.
So there was no way to, say send an email.
So they had to physically get in there, huh?
So this Dutch intelligence agent had to physically. That's why he needed the connection with the piping company, because he was going in to make inspections on these pipes, and so he was physically able to enter the facility, take in a hard drive, plug it into a computer, and that was how they got the code.
Politics aside, I do love good spycraft. Yeah. I do love a good sneaky mission. And I think
Yeah.
I'm a bit envious of the folks who have received like sneaky assignments because I
Yeah.
feel like I would be good
Okay.
at that. I would like to go on a sneaky mission.
Yeah.
You know what
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, but I was
Yeah.
never asked. But so I do feel
Well, you
like
did
there's
a
something.
stinky mission that one time.
I don't want to talk about that on the show, and I've told you that.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe
Sorry.
we can talk about the specifics of how it kind of destroyed these centrifuges.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
So like I'm running my centrifuge
Mm-hmm.
and then pop, pop.
Pop. No, so it wasn't that obvious, which was, I think, the
Okay.
play. The reason
Uh-huh.
it worked, maybe, or maybe it didn't work, as,
Right.
as Wayne was saying. So what they did was they programmed this malware to connect into the system, and then essentially very slightly slow down or speed up the spinning of these centrifuges, just enough so that it wasn't noticeable, it wouldn't trigger any alarms or anything, but over time it would completely damage the centrifuges and sabotage.
This is kind of cool.
Yeah.
You
And
got
it's
to know a lot
something-
about centrifuges to do this.
Well, it's
Right.
probably something that if you saw, I would assume you would assume it was some kind of mistake and not necessarily
Yeah.
malicious. So you would be like, oh, like
I
This
think
thing
I got to
keeps-
grease it.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah,
If this
yeah,
thing
spray
slowed
some
down, like,
WD-40 on it.
Put
or
some
something.
grease on it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So it didn't trigger anything. The Iranian members that were there monitoring
Sneaky.
the facility, they didn't see
Yeah.
anything suspicious because there weren't these drastic changes. And they also weren't
Yeah.
consistent. It wasn't like they're always going too fast or they're always going
Like
too
every
slow.
night at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Whoop.
Yeah.
Yeah, one
Some
like
of them were being manipulated to go faster. Some of them were being manipulated to go slower. So that was kind of maybe some of the genius behind the.
Dude,
But
you
it
know
stuck
that
to it.
customer service rep for the centrifuge company got an earful.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
like,
Dude,
I
he
swear I
was probably
don't
pissed
know.
off.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
Well, and again, it would have to, the Stuxnet would have to work on its own because if the Americans or the Israelis or the Dutch
Yeah.
were seen like kind of spying on it or keeping an eye on it, that
Yep.
would be noticeable
Nice.
from the Iranians. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
so how do we know about this now? Like, what is it declassified? Like, what?
That's actually really good. I think there were some investigations done
Mm-hmm.
post
It was that private company, right? that
years
came
later,
in.
The
Yeah.
United Nations.
and I think one of the reasons there were investigations done was because this Dutch intelligence agent he ended up dying in a motorcycle crash like a year or two after
A
this event.
suspicious one?
Yes.
yeah.
So
right.
we-
Exactly.
We don't
yeah.
know. All we know is that he died in a motorcycle.
Oh, I
accident.
know. I could tell you what
Yeah.
happened. Not off the
Yeah.
air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
Exactly.
yeah, homeboy
So-
didn't crash the motorcycle.
Most people obviously
No.
think this was a setup. He was killed. But who was he killed by?
Netanyahu.
Was he killed by
Uh-oh.
the Iranian government trying to take him out because of what he had done?
Back? Okay.
Or
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
somebody trying to clean up?
Clean up?
Yeah.
That's cleanup job. You
I-
buy
I'll-
a man a little Hayabusa,
Mm.
Rip Street, bro. He's dead.
I'll tell you what, man. It's so we obviously don't know, but
know.
we have a history of similar behavior.
Yeah.
And so it's unfortunate. And this is the thing, right? You get invited to do a top secret, pretty cool mission by the U.S. government.
yeah.
There's a really good chance that even if you aren't successful, you die.
For
if you
sure.
are successful,
Yeah.
you're just gonna die in a cooler way a year or two later. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
You know
saying?
what?
Like,
You know what makes me concerned? Because like, if I'm the Iranian wife, I'm
Yeah.
like, was he ever in love with me?
Sure.
I didn't think about that angle
Yeah,
at
so
all.
Or is he just using me?
Didn't cross my mind. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good question. I don't know the timeline on their marriage, but I do know that he was an engineer before.
Because
Wayne
Iranian
really,
women are beautiful and very soft at heart.
Wayne
And
really liked that.
Just like I don't know the details of their marriage.
I don't
Josh.
know. I'll have to look
But-
it up. You can't hold me to this one. But I do know that he was an engineer by trade before he was recruited by the Dutch intelligence agency.
was he Dutch?
Yes, he was Dutch.
So double Dutch.
Yeah.
Double.
I see. Yeah. Luke just gave me one of these. So, what's the if bringing this home?
Mm.
What do we learn?
Yeah, the Stuxnet it being an offline malware for somebody who
Yeah.
barely understands like normal computing.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
terrifying.
Operation Olympic Games.
Operation Olympic Games. Essentially, what the result of this Stuxnet,
Yeah.
of the result of Stuxnet, is that it essentially created a new form of warfare, which was using software
Okay.
to cause physical damage.
Insane.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
Insane.
So,
Yeah.
and you can see traces of this now in the warfare that, we see around the world now.
Yeah. Can I
using
say that
cyber-
like
s-
I have
cyber
a
attacks,
riding
that kind of thing.
lawnmower
Yeah.
And sometimes it'll just go
For no reason.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, and really spin.
It really
It's probably
makes you
stuck in
think,
that.
doesn't it, dude? Because
Yeah,
who knows
the
what could be
Israelis.
going on.
Yeah.
Tonight's story goes back to the 1840s. We're gonna go back a little bit.
When
To
you
the
guys
18
were 12.
It's hard to relate.
When we were 12, Emily. Yes.
I was preteen. Yeah. Oh
12,
crap,
yeah?
that's right. 12 was
Yeah.
preteen. Yeah.
We've been around for
Yeah.
a bit, man. I recall these days very fondly, but in the 1840s,
Everything was black and white.
What?
sepia tone in a way.
Okay.
But
transitioning.
so Florida was still wild. You are correct on that. Vast stretches of swamp and pine forest covered the majority of the Florida territory. So very, very much a wilderness state. at
Not
this
a good
point.
combination.
Not a good combination. Nowhere you want to live willingly. And so the Seminole Wars were ongoing, and plantation owners were using the distraction of the Seminole Wars to push further south into our state. So Florida, for a lot of folks, was like the last bastion of hope, where you could like escape against slavery or against any other sort of systematic abuse. Florida was like kind of the safe place. If you could survive here, if you could make the journey here, you had a better chance of surviving back in the 1840s. But because of the Seminole Wars, the plantation owners were using that as a distraction to push further south. So we saw slavery and the plantations move further to like central Florida. So it was like a panhandle thing, Jacksonville thing, and it moves further south into the central
Is
Florida.
this trickle down economics?
Same
Is this an
results.
example of that?
Similar. Yeah,
Okay.
it's similar.
Okay.
And so all you Reagan heads at home watching are going to be offended by that. But
Yeah.
he was a monster.
You love it.
So thousands upon thousands of people escaped Florida to live free. But again, because of these
Oh,
distractions, it was becoming harder to do that. The plantation owners were very aware of this. And so this is the setting of Florida where most plantation owners, they call this, what we're about to share with you, a horror story. This is a horror story for the plantation owners and the powers that be back in the 1840s.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
So if it's a horror story for them, good story for everybody else, right?
Wow.
One more
Oh,
time,
okay.
What kind of
All right.
story is it?
A horror story?
Okay.
2 hours in the middle.
Horror.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
horror and then or.
Well, I've got a big
Whoa,
tongue.
what did you just say?
W-H-O-R-E.
Time out.
I don't know where the story's going.
Well, we'll get there.
Horror or not.
It's
Me.
a story about a fella named Peg-Legged Joe. Peg-Legged Joe. Okay.
Ah, gosh.
Was he a pirate?
Was he a pirate?
Is
Not
it gonna?
every
Oh
story.
wow! How stereotypical.
Okay. Sue me.
Leave
A
it
lot
to
of
the-
people had their legs blown off back then.
Emily.
Yeah, you ever step in
Yeah.
you ever step in mud?
What a
Yeah.
Gen Z assumption. Was he a
Boom.
pirate?
Yeah,
My
leg
leg
off.
gone
So Peg-Legged Joe.
Yeah.
because they
um,
didn't have the right medicine back then. I get it. Okay.
He was a
Sorry.
traveling musician.
What?
PLJ.
And he went from town to town pretending to entertain the masses. That's what Peg-Leg Joe did. And so the
Well,
issue
that's-
was,
That's a funny sentence. Pretending to
well, we'll get there to make a lot more
entertain the
sense.
masses.
It'll make a lot more sense in
Okay,
about
all
5
right.
minutes.
Okay.
The issue was every time Peg-Leg Joe came to town to play his music, the next day people disappeared. So they
people disappeared.
people disappeared
Well, that's not
every
good.
time Peg-Leg Joe came to town to play music.
Mhm.
So you can see the horror story, right? Like it's starting to.
Well, were his songs like really like thrilling or made you think like you shouldn't work on a plantation, et cetera, et cetera?
I just want to offer a caveat here if you're new to our show.
Yeah.
Josh doesn't ever have access to my notes. So every story I tell, he's hearing for the first time.
Or the
But
email. or the company
90%
email.
of the time, he guesses it before I'm even like an eighth of the way
So
through.
His songs
It's-
are motivational. I thought
Whoa.
maybe the reverse. And It was
Okay.
like
Oh,
a siren call, and he was
demotivational.
luring them to their death.
Well, that's
Oh,
who
that's
knows.
sad,
Who knows?
too.
I don't want to
Oh,
spoil
like
anything.
Pied
just yet.
Piper, like with
Kinda
rats
like
behind
that.
him.
You guys get it. Okay,
That's scary.
so entire families would vanish when Peg-Leg Joe came to town to play his music.
He was
okay?
a hypnotist.
Terrifying things,
Mhm.
right? So
Uh-huh.
because Joe was a white fella who had supposedly lost his leg fighting the Seminoles, he was considered by
Okay.
the plantation owners to be a helpless, homeless war vet. That's how they saw Peg-Leg Joe. So he wasn't a threat.
Okay.
If anything, a nuisance to these people, right? He shows up, plays his music.
Yeah.
The next day, folks
Yeah.
disappear. But again,
Doesn't
people
buy shoes.
people were a commodity.
Only one shoe.
Yeah, the one shoe.
Only one shoe.
People were a
Yeah.
commodity to these evil folks, and so they the fact that
course.
some of them were disappearing, they didn't really see that as like a problem necessarily. So they just
Okay,
humored Peg
okay.
Leg Joe, right? They let him do
Yeah.
his dances and sing his songs. But
He
rumors
danced?
he did dance, dude. They called it the
That's cool.
hobble. Yeah, it was cool. So rumors
Oh, the Hubble
spread.
telescope.
Mm-hmm. Close. Rumors spread about people disappearing whenever Peg Leg Joe
Yeah.
came to town. But the white plantation owners, again, they didn't care because the people who went missing were or presumed dead were people of color. So for them, it was a non-issue. And
Why they
so
gotta be white?
the plantation owners?
I think you know why.
Yeah.
So and
sucks.
so basically this was the belief system until many people of color, so many people of color started disappearing that it actually affected the workflow on the plantation. So when it became a problem for
Okay.
the slave owners, that all of a sudden they were caring about it, and all of a sudden they were like, wait a second, well, you're disrupting the flow. So now when
Where's our free labor going?
Peg Leg Joe comes around and all of a sudden all
Yep.
these folks are disappearing, it becomes an
Okay.
issue for them, right? But they said that Joe moved through the state like a ghost. Like one week he was spotted near
Yeah.
St. Augustine performing for dock workers. And then the next week someone spotted him outside of a church revival in Tallahassee. So like a very small window, traveling by foot. This guy's all of a sudden two places, right? And then
Yeah.
a few days
Can
after,
I pitch something?
well, just one more
Is
place.
the peg leg a witch's broom?
Well,
Dude, he's too good at this.
he knew it.
He knew this
See?
ahead
Are
of time.
I'm
you
sorry.
secretly Peg Leg?
Peg Leg Joe?
His
Oh, these
name's
are both two
Josh.
fleshy legs
J.O.
down
Yeah,
there.
he's got two
Peg
fleshy
Leg
legs.
Jo- Oh, okay.
So after he got spotted at a revival in Tallahassee, a few days later,
Uh-huh.
he would suddenly appear near Cedar Key playing banjo
What a man
besides
can
fishermen
travel.
and immigrants. Right. So
Okay.
he's making his rounds like a ghost through the state. Right.
Cool,
And
cool.
again, to the white audiences, he's just another drifter. But on every
Yeah.
single occasion, immigrants and enslaved Americans would go missing. And so some folks started
That's
calling.
concerning.
They started calling Peg Leg Joe Florida's first serial killer. And that was like the title that he kind of was bestowed upon him, was this
Eileen
guy's
Wernos.
up to something. Before she was even on the map, Peg
I
Leg
got
Joe.
a thing for serial killers, man.
Come
I
on,
love
you
a
write
good-
letters to
good
him
thing
and
or
Well,
bad
prison and
thing?
stuff.
Like you're against them?
Okay, fictional ones, not real ones.
Okay.
I like a good
oh,
horror
Twilight.
movie. No,
Yeah, Edward Cullen.
no, not that one.
Can we clip that, Luke? Just her saying I got a thing for serial killers. That's pretty cool.
Oh my gosh! And then send it to prisons.
That's kind of
we'll get
neat.
letters.
You can make some new
That
friends.
is cool.
I should have been wearing
Yeah.
my Ghostface T-shirt.
Oh, dang, you should have.
Ghostface Killer. Yeah.
Ghostface
Ghostface
Killer.
Killer.
So some folks started calling Peg Leg Joe Florida's first serial killer. But to really understand the truth about this Florida man, we have to not only look at the lyrics of his songs that he would sing, but we have to listen to
Dude.
the stories that Florida natives told about him, not the
He's got a Rap
whiteys.
Genius account.
Come
That's cool.
on. Yeah, he had a SoundCloud account, a secret little account blowing up. Okay,
cool,
so because those folks like the Florida natives, they weren't afraid of Peg Leg Joe at all. In fact, they celebrated whenever he
Huh.
came around, which is interesting because
Oh.
they were all disappearing and stuff, right? So,
Okay.
but they knew that he wasn't hurting them, and they also knew that in a weird way he was helping them disappear to a life of freedom, right in front of their white slave masters. So the lyrics in Peg Leg Joe's songs were actually instructions on how
Oh.
to escape to safety from
Oh.
That's so
wherever
cool.
they were working. So to the white slave owners, this guy's a nuisance.
Wow.
He's this homeless guy, maybe a serial killer. But to
Yeah.
the enslaved Americans, they realized the lyrics he was
Whoa.
singing were actually instructions for how they should escape. Hence the reason
Okay.
why so many of them would disappear the day after his performance. They would take the lyrics literally and they would
Really?
escape to freedom in Florida.
Okay.
So
So the white owners of the plantation, they hear the song and they're like, boring nonsense.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And then the slaves are like, wait, something's up. I
Something's up.
recognize
Okay.
that. The
So
fiddle tree.
we
Yep.
now know through the lens of history that Operation Peg Leg Joe was the single largest rescue
No.
mission led by the Black Seminoles in Florida's history. The single largest rescue mission. The Black Seminoles, who we've covered on our show before, they were the ones behind Operation Peg Leg Joe.
He's like that Dutch guy in the Stuxnet.
And maybe, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
he's
maybe.
behind enemy lines doing sneaky stuff. 100%.
That's exactly what I was saying. Exactly
Yes.
what I was saying.
So Florida was unlike the rest of the South. So most Underground Railroad stories went north, but all of Florida's escape routes went south into the swamps because that's where it was. It was unpoliced. It was unmanned, and the Black Seminoles and other natives, they had already made home out of the swamps, so they were able to basically like integrate these folks into their society, into their communities, so they could live free. And it was
So I'm a non-slave if I go down into the swamps.
For sure, yes. So you were free.
Oh, okay.
When you
Well, then I'll
escaped
take
and you go
that.
down into the swamps, 100%. So it was too
All right.
dangerous to travel north from Florida, where a lot of the Underground Railroad paths were. But a lot of those started in the Bible Belt, Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama. So if you were in Florida trying to escape, the safest route was to go south towards the swamps.
Yeah,
And
so many miles up.
So I wanted to read some of the, Peg Leg Joe, he knew every inch of these swamps. He knew how to escape and had to get these people where they needed to go.
Okay, cool.
So one of his most famous songs he would sing was called Where the Cypress Kneels. And the lyrics say, where the cypress kneels to water and the moon hangs low and pale, keep your boots above the black mud, follow the herons down the trail. And so to plantation owners, like you were saying, it sounds like gibberish, whatever.
Yeah.
But to the enslaved Americans, they heard, look for the bent cypress trees, travel before sunrise, avoid the marsh, follow the bird paths. And every single time waiting for them were the Black Seminoles going, welcome home, let's get you to safety. And they would take them to safety further South Florida. So this guy's doing all of this right in front of the eyes of the people who are commanding this great evil, right? He's doing it right in front of them. And so Peg Leg Joe would show up singing these songs. The next day, dozens of folks would disappear. And there's another, one of my all-time favorite stories that I read of this guy. It tells the tale of a young dock worker in Cedar Key. Peg Leg Joe was singing outside of the dock where they were unloading, and he noticed that all the workers had iron, like scars from the iron restraints on their wrists.
Oh, okay. Yeah, shackles and such.
So he starts choosing that as his new place to play music, and he starts.
Don't want shackles.
Well,
go down to crackles.
Kinda. One night he
is what I
performed
heard
at the
one
Dockside
time.
Bar.
You're convincing me even more. You're secretly Peg Leg Joe.
Yeah,
okay.
He's got access to my notes. He's for sure got access to my notes. So that night, Peg Leg Joe performs at this Dockside Bar,
Yeah.
and the hook of the chorus of this
Sounds
new
nice.
song that he introduced kept saying the same thing over and over again. 3 white birds at sunrise means the water road is clear. And again, the bosses thought nothing of it. But 2 mornings later, 3 white cloths were found hanging from the mangrove branches near the coast.
Oh my goodness.
And dozens of dock workers had vanished overnight. So
That's
every
awesome.
single time, every single song was a roadmap to freedom.
Why am I only hearing this now from you?
I think it's because it isn't. Yeah, again, like the folks who write history oftentimes will leave out things that make their ancestors look bad, and so
Okay, they're Caucasian. They have
wealthy,
spare time.
they have power,
access
100%.
to ink and paper.
Right. So of course,
Okay.
these types of history, this type of history has been erased largely, unless you're telling the story again from Floridians to Floridians. So these are the type of tales that like your mama will tell. Like it's just passed down through vocal history,
Yeah,
which
I don't
a lot.
have one, but
I'm so sorry. I've got 4. You can have one of mine.
Yeah, why do
mind?
you have all the mamas?
Both. It's both my
Bad
grandma's
husbands.
married women. So it's 4 mamas.
yeah, because women are, if you look at history, better lovers
True. So
and better people.
true. Also, it was during this time that one of Peg Leg Joe's like most famous songs came into light. It was a song the song was sung all over Florida.
Okay.
And it's still sung by Floridians to this day. Okay.
Go on.
And this song says, if the lantern glows in red now, don't you knock upon that door. But if the lantern burns in blue light, that means you're not hunted anymore. And
Whoa,
essentially what
okay.
happened with that song, that was the beginning of what was called the Blue Light Rebellion, where white people who were sympathetic to their cause would hang blue lights outside of their house to show that they were a safe place for people to travel through whenever they were escaping. And so essentially the song would say, every other light trouble. If you see a blue light,
Blue light
they're safe.
special.
It's 100%. It's like a very underground railroad. That was the foundation. That song was the foundation of Florida's Underground Railroad, actually.
That's kind of cool. That's
So
kind of cool.
Confederate generals realized that Peg Leg Joe was the mouthpiece of this like enslaved rebellion.
Yikes,
Essentially,
they probably
right?
didn't treat him nicely.
Well, they realized too late. These dum-dums were like, wait a second.
Cool.
He's helping them.
Words have meaning.
Yeah, right. He's like they're helping them
the-
escape, right? So these Confederate generals, they track Peg Leg Joe down, and he escapes
Because it's
to the,
one footprint and one like round stamp.
and he can't move very fast.
Yeah, and he can't
And-
move fast, so
and
it's
so
easy
they-
to track.
They track him down to a swamp, and then rumor has it that they kill him. They kill Peg Leg Joe
Well, naturally, yeah.
for what he has done. However, they returned with Joe's hat and banjo as proof that they have killed him and the threat is no longer active. That very same day that they presented his banjo and hat, Peg Leg Joe showed up 300 miles away in Tampa
Go
Bay
on.
singing the same old songs. And that's
Blue light
when
special.
the plantation owners and the Confederates realized we can't stop what's happening. Like, we just killed this dude.
Oh,
And he manifested 300 miles away doing the same old stuff. And we don't really know
Love
what
wins, bro.
So they started believing that it was supernatural, that Peg Leg Joe was
Cool.
supernatural.
He's just a ghost.
And that Florida, the state
Yeah.
itself, the land itself, she is working to protect these people.
I don't
And so
doubt that. She could have done a better job, but yeah.
100%.
I
She's
love that you've classified Florida as a woman.
yeah. Every
Well, God is
strong,
a woman.
every
What else would it
strong,
be?
beautiful,
You're
of course,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, God gives
thank you for
life.
noticing that.
Yeah.
And so here's what I find very interesting. We now know through the lens of history that Peg Leg Joe was not an individual, but a title. There were actually
No.
dozens
What?
of
Like
Peg
Santa
Leg
Claus?
Joes, bro.
Come on.
Easter
There were
Bunny?
dozens of Peg Leg Joes who their only assignment, the Black Seminoles organized rebel musicians to spread their
Cool,
message
like in sync.
and help
And then they
enslave.
cut a leg
Very
off.
similar to NSYNC, dude. Very
Yeah.
similar. Joey Fat One was
There you
actually very similar to
Yeah,
Peg Leg Joe. But dude, here's
Huh.
what I think is really cool. The Black Seminoles, who were our state's first rebels, realized that there were so many like rebel musicians who held true to their values that they recruited them as a sting
not
operation.
torturing and enslaving people. Yeah.
Right. Like so it's like so you're a musician, you got access to pathways and folks that we don't have access to. Let's
and a
basically
banjo.
let's code maps into your songs and get these people free.
That's cool.
Dude, thousands of people found
That's
freedom
so clever
because
though.
of all
That
the
takes
Peg
so
Leg
much, like,
Joes.
brain energy.
And what's cool about it is there being multiple Peg Leg Joes, no one would ever think about that. Because there's this
No,
Peg Leg man
never.
with a banjo. That's like a one of a kind thing, dude.
Yeah, that's never seen before.
Well, the funny part about it
Yeah.
was historians believe that they weren't actually peg legs. Like the odds of them finding dozens of
They
amputees who
painted
are
a
also
peg leg on
musicians.
their real leg,
Dude, I don't know how they did it, but that's what's
like
crazy.
a Trump Loy.
Could be some kind of I don't know.
Trick of the
distraction.
eye.
That's the story of Peg Leg Joe, man. Our nation's
that's so cool.
one of the most successful.
Wow. We have anything else on Peg Leg Joe, the group? Now, if I joined, I don't have to cut my leg off, right?
I don't think so. I mean,
But I
Maybe-
have to be able to play music.
yeah, and it would be
Mm.
cool if you did, but I don't think you have to. I think is kind of the moral.
Well,
of
I
the
think
story.
I'd learn music first, then cut the leg off.
Just to
'Cause
make
if I
sure
did
you're
the other way
committed.
around-
No, you got to cut the
Yeah.
leg off first.
It would suck-
And then learn music.
Oh,
Because then you're motivated.
'cause I won't have
to
any
learn
other
music.
options.
That's
Exactly.
a great
Yeah.
point, dude.
Okay.
In fact, let's go ahead and bring out the bone saw and let's see who's willing to do it
Yeah.
tonight.
Oh, there's a
Let's do
bone
it,
saw?
yeah.
Hold on.
All
I
right.
didn't sign up for this.
Go
But what
ahead.
happens to my double bass? Because when I do my song, I always go
That's
on the
right.
double basses.
Well,
when
one of
I
the
do
pegs I think has to hit
songs.
the pedal, and then your other.
That's
foot
gonna be
will do-
tricky.
do the
'cause it
rest.
doesn't balance.
You'll figure it out.
Episode 3, I think
Sure will.
77. Guys, we don't know what number we're on anymore. I mean,
376.
376. Luke
I
said,
know.
said it was 7. I said it was 6.
Like
Uh,
Melania Trump's jacket said, "I don't care. Do you?"
Utah, give me 2. Point break. Adios, amigo.
Interior bedroom night, Utah asleep, flopped in a spread eagle X.
Ew.
Can we see that, Josh? And can I get a kaboom?
Boom.
The pillow beside him explodes into a blizzard of goose down.
No way.
Tyler stands above him, recovering from the kick of the smoking 9mm Beretta in her hand.
A lawyer? You lied to me.
She throws his FBI gold star at his face.
Look, Tyler, I can.
Boom! Tyler squeezes off another round.
Jesus Christ, Johnny. You've been using me. Your jacket's on the floor in the bathroom. This goddamn thing half out of the pocket. Oh, God, it's all part of some case, isn't it?
Tyler, put the gun down.
You tell me the freaking truth, Johnny. Did your parents really die in a car crash? Did they?
She waves the Beretta in his face.
No. They live in Columbus, Ohio, so it's kind of the same thing. I work bank robbery. The guys I'm after are surfers. I needed you first.
F
But
you,
not.
F you, Johnny Utah. F you. Don't you have a soul? God darn you to hell.
She goes limp as the saw racks her body. The gun flops from her grip. Utah sweeps it under the bed with his foot. He moves gently to comfort her. She bolts at his touch, running from the bedroom. Utah's up and hopping in his pants, following her. He stumbles.
Tyler, wait!
From the living room, we hear a rattling of keys. The front door opens and slams shut. Utah calls Tyler.
Tyler, I messed up, okay? I know I messed up. I wanted to tell you, but I couldn't. I was afraid you'd leave. Good guess, huh? Because you're leaving. Shiz, I can't ever say what I want to really mean. I lied to you, Tyler. I'm an asshole, but I need you. I want to know you like I've never known anyone before in my life. And I hope you change your mind.
He cradles the receiver, looks out the window. Black of night. Ding dong.
Tyler, wait,
Whips it open. Bodie standing in the doorway, smiling like an excited child.
Howdy, brah.
Nathaniel, Roach, and Gromit are behind him.
Come on.
What's going?
Get your gear on. We're rolling.
What's going on, Bodie?
Bodie plucks a couple socks off the couch, hands them to Utah.
Here. Hey, what happened? Did you cut yourself shaving?
Johnny meets Bodie's cold stare.
I don't think I want to surf right now.
Bodie's face takes on a crazy glow.
Nah, this is different, Johnny. This is something totally different. You're going to love this.
He winds an arm around Johnny's shoulder, guides him towards the door.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Time's a wasting, bruh.
Bodie claps. Utah in the back, ushering him outside. Inside Bodie's pickup truck, the tape deck blast. What song's playing, Josh?
Who let the dogs out, Bob?
Who's the dogs at? Bodie and Utah sit inside the cab.
Life sure got a sick sense of humor. Don't you think so, Johnny?
How you figure?
News last night. Those guys, the ex-presidents, they robbed my bank yesterday. And I was just there a day before cashing a check. See? Look. Assured Trust. Same place.
He takes a beat-up checkbook off the dash and flips it to Johnny. Utah opens the cover and looks. Sure enough, Assured Trust Saving and Loan.
I was picking up some bucks because we're leaving town. Bizarre, huh? If I'd waited a day, I'd been right in the middle of it. Kind of sorry I missed it. I'd like to have seen them.
A long, pregnant pause. Utah breathes deeply, remaining calm, his voice carrying a chilling bravado.
It takes guts to rob a bank. All that adrenaline pumping, waving loading guns, taking out the guards, getting everybody on the floor, never knowing who's gonna burst, and wondering what it's like to take a bullet. Must be some ride.
Utah smiles, a personal challenge. Bodie sits, perversely intrigued. The mental warfare escalates.
Banks are insured, bruh.
Yippee-ki-yo.
Long as nobody gets shot, it's really a victimless crime. Just got to scare them a little, would be my guess. Now, if I was going to rob a bank with all those guys wearing body armor these days, know what I'd carry?
Bodie reaches his hand underneath the seat. He pulls out a huge holstered handgun, rests it in his lap, draws and holds the gun against his cheek.
What the?
454 Castle. Most powerful handgun on the planet. Muzzle velocity 2,000 feet per second. Twice the kinetic energy of a 44 Magnum.
Bodie stares at Utah, then flashes his signature smile. Utah stares coldly.
One shot stopping.
One shot stopping. Good. Very good. I like you, Johnny. I like you because you'll sacrifice anything to win. I respect that. It elevates you a little above the drones who have been learned compromise. Here, hold it. Check out the weight.
He twirls the gun, grabs the barrel, extends the handle to Utah. Johnny takes it slowly. Now it's aimed at Bodhi.
Whoa,
hotshot?
careful. You got the muzzle pointing right at me, bruh.
Johnny swings a stiff arm out the window and pumps around into the desert. Kaboom!
Nice.
He hands the smoking weapon back to him.
It's a special day, Johnny U. A very special day.
Exterior desert airstrip. Wider reveals a big Cessna twin. The pilot, a Weasley guy we haven't seen before, fires up the second engine.
You ever done this before?
Once.
Pure adrenaline, right? The ultimate rush. Other guys snort for it, jab a vein for it. All you gotta do is jump.
Sure, it's a blast. I've done it 100 times. I really love it. But listen, I know I sort of screwed up my knee yesterday.
Yeah, I noticed you limping. But don't worry about it, brah. Don't worry at all. We're not gonna land on land.
Bodhi grabs his sleeve, ushering him into the plane.
Oh, well, that's fine then. I feel so much better.
Inside the Cessna.
It's a little ceremony we always have at the end of summer. One last speedster.
Well, wait. So who packed my chute?
I did. What's the matter? Don't trust me?
You gotta earn trust.
Then we'll learn it together. Here, take mine.
Bodhi swaps shoots with Johnny.
Oh, clever. Hey, you don't want Bodhi's, man. His back jobs suck. They only open half the time, and he's still alive somehow. Take grommets, man.
Roach's grin is evil as he grabs Gromit's chute out of his hands and switches it to Johnny's. Keeps that one and gives him Gromit's.
Wow, dude, unfair, dude.
Gromit grabs his chute back and hands it to Johnny, the one he had, which is Roach's, I think.
We gonna jump or beef jerky off each other?
My man.
Exterior 10,000 feet dawn. Multicolored figures explode from the plane, leaping into free fall.
Wee.
Whee!
Utah, you copy, brother?
That's how calm you are when you're skydiving?
Hey, Utah, you copy, brother?
Shit. Whoa.
I'll take that as a yes.
Big skydiving scene.
Come on, Johnny, get in here. Relax, brah. I got you.
Righteous ass speedster, dudes.
You digging this?
I swallowed air. This is great. Really great.
Purdy 30 and we're meat waffles, folks. See you downtown. You gonna pull?
After you, Alfonso. I insist.
Don't screw around, man. Pull it.
You do it. You first.
1,000 feet. Pull the gosh darn cord.
You first.
Okay.
Bodhi reaches out and suddenly he pulls Utah's ripped cord handle.
Oh, that mine.
Way down upon this one river, far, far away. That's where my heart is yearning.